This is my 99 Dodge Ram 2500. I had to special order it. It's a 4x4 with a V-10 and a 5-speed stick. It has served me well over the years, and I guess it's now old enough that it's become cool. Honestly, in the past few years, I've considered getting rid of it, and it's been Dulcich who was like, man, you're gonna regret it forever if you get rid of that truck. Well, I have never gotten rid of it, but I have collected other trucks, and one of the trucks that I did buy is a 1973 K20 Chevy, a square body 4x4 known as the Fail Guy. We think this engine is 350, and this has a turbo 350 transmission in it, which is unusual because it should have a turbo 400. But ultimately, I gifted it to Dulcich because I felt bad about all the work that he was doing on the crop duster. And so now he's got the Fail Guy. I've got this truck. They're both 4x4, 3/4-ton long beds. The question is, what's better, an old school square body or a 22-year-old old Ram? Well, that's what we're gonna find out in this episode as we do some four-wheeling and have some fun. But first up, there's gonna be some wrenching that we got to do on the Fail Guy before it is ready for the road. First of all, this has got to go. This is hideous and unacceptable. That is truly gross.
That's my favorite part of the truck.
Nope, that's
now
over.
I'm liking the truck less.
Nope, that is
If you keep on
over.
going, I'm going to have to give you this truck back.
So one of the big problems with this truck when I got it is that everything on it was neon green. It's like it had been owned by some teenager in the 90s who thought that was cool. I can't have it.
What I'm planning on doing here is fabricating the exhaust system for this truck. Now, I don't have an actual kit to fit this model of Chevy truck. What I have are just a bunch of bits and pieces salvaged from exhaust testing on the Engine Master show. And I'm not gonna do a whole bunch of measuring. What I'm gonna do is eyeball it, figure out what looks like it might work, cut it, weld it, move on. The mufflers I'm using, now this isn't a fluffy pillow, it's a Summit welded chambered muffler. I think they're gonna work out great on this truck. The whole system is 2.5-inch exhaust. All I have to do is figure out how to make all of this stuff work. Go test this. Well, that's looking pretty good. I've got the first piece loosely installed, and I'm pretty happy with the routing. And from there, I think we're gonna need a section of straight pipe, so I'm gonna look at that next.
Go. Oh, no wonder everyone watches this show. Hey. I ramrodded the spark plug wires on there. They're a little bit better than before, but this wiring is just, no wonder it doesn't charge. He says the alternator is junk. And of course, the thermostat housing leaks. Oh, and the vacuum modulator is disconnected, leading to a vacuum leak, making it run rough, and causing the transmission to shift absurdly late because it doesn't have any regulator on it. So I'll have to plug that back in too. Fire up that junk.
Okay.
Nice! No header leak! Wow, all of a sudden this thing is completely acceptable.
Listen to that! I know! Listen to that engine.
Let's clear out.
Yeah.
Take this thing for a drive. Man, it's quiet in here.
Yeah.
Great exhaust system, Dulcich.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, no problem.
Wow. Man, you just feel like a boss in this truck.
The suspension is pretty nice. And I fixed your vacuum shifting operation.
Yeah.
Man, this thing is great.
That's as fast as I need it to be.
Wow. This is so much better than I anticipated.
Look at this, is a little muddy.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, go. Pretty evenly matched, so if he gets the jump, he wins. Pretty interesting, actually.
That was it. No.
Man, you subtract my tire spin and my slow shift, and they are just dead evenly matched.
They're pretty close, but you gotta admit the fail guy's not too bad. I mean, the fail guy is good.
Way better than I expected for your 275 horsepower. Of course, I've only got 310, and I bet you this thing weighs at least another 800 pounds.
You were forgetting about my headers, my Eagle Block
Manifold, and my Holly carburetor.
Every time I forget about that, and there's my fail.
Yeah!
And the fail guy takes the lead in the challenge. I'm just trying to give the fail guy something to show off about. I mean, this is California mud. Okay, Steve, I tried to warm it up for you a little bit. We've made our way to Hungry Valley. It's an off-road park here in SoCal, and I had to devise a contest that would make the Dodge look even better off-road, and that challenge is that. It's called Middle Wall, and it's a pretty gnarly climb. It's not that bad because it's not very loose, not very rutted, but it's pretty steep. Side-by-sides go up and down it all day long, no big deal. In a pickup truck, it's a little bit of a different challenge. Now my Dodge, I can throw in that granny low first gear and just walk right up this thing. Steve, on the other hand, is gonna have to manage to deal with a carburetor and an automatic transmission. So he's gonna get, I think, about halfway up and the carburetor is gonna stall. And we're gonna sit here watching him trying to get the thing running again, and he's probably gonna fail and then have to back down on the brakes with no compression braking from the engine. So let's have a watch and hope that it's not too scary. All right, I guess I'm going first for this challenge. Let's see, in third gear now. Does it want second? Yeah, that's probably about right. I think it'll make it.
That hill climb looks pretty steep from down here.
Yeah, see, it's not very loose, which makes it fairly easy with the stick. I can actually just steer right over here to the steepest part and go right on up. No problem. No problem. Oh, he does it! It did it. Boom! Yeah! This episode was legit for me as far as determining, like, am I truly a I love old vehicles, drive it every day guy?
Yeah.
Or am I actually like a 90s air conditioning and cruise control guy?
Yeah, but what did you determine? I want to know the Freiburger take on the whole deal.
Well, I think the cold hard truth is the fact is that you will drive your 94 Suburban or one of your Durangos before you'll drive this. I'll drive that on a long trip before I would drive this, but I love this. Whereas I don't love that.
I've come up with something too.
Huh.
This is a lot better out here having fun with my buddy than it is sitting under a tree collecting bird poo.
And there you have it. That ultimately is the point of every episode of
Roadkill Garage.